Hi guys, in this video I'll show you the easiest way of learning to program Flutter. So Flutter is an app framework where you can develop for mobile devices and also for web and desktop. And the normal way to learn how to program in Flutter would be to come here in the flutter.dev website and click on the Get Started. You'll have the installation steps for your operating system, and in the end you'll be able to run a Flutter Doctor, and this will indicate that everything will be right in your machine like it is here. Like if I run a Flutter Doctor in my computer, I will receive a feedback that everything is well installed. And you also need to install the Android Studio, so you'll need to come here to the Google and search by Android Studio. And you'll need to install the Android Studio application and also the plugins for Dart and Flutter. But there is an easiest way to start with Flutter, that is flutterflow, and I'll show you how you can start with flutterflow. So you need to log in here, and after login you'll be able to create a new project. You can give a name to your project, and you can start as a blank project or with some template that I already have here. So I'll start with the simplest one, with the empty project, and will not configure Firebase because this is just for doing the front end part. So I'll skip the part of Firebase, and here in the left you can already see like the components that you have on Flutter. So you have a text, just to render text in your screen. You also have a column. The column receives a list of widgets that you can put on a vertical axis. You also have a row to put a list on the horizontal axis. You have a container that is like a space where you can put one child widget inside, and you have another widget. So this is a way of really getting familiar with the widgets that you have on Flutter. You also have here the stack, that is to put stuff in the z-axis. So the last one is the closest to you, and the first one is the one more far away. And here in the widget tree, so we are seeing here the UI builder, and we also have the widget tree view where you can like edit the application in a very easy way. Like you can, for example, come here and you can delete stuff. You can just cut stuff out of the screen. And for example, for this demonstration, I'll show you how you can create something like what you have in the Safari browser, that you have the content here in the top of the screen, and you have the search input here in the bottom, very close to the thumb of the user. So for achieving that goal, the main thing is that you want to create a container that is expandable. So here you have all the information that the container has. If I click, for example, here on the column, this will change because the column have different properties than the container, and every widget have their specific properties. And in the case of the container, we can click on the expand, and it will grow to occupy all the space that is left. And as we are in the column, it will go to the bottom. After that, we'll put one more stuff in the column. So I'll put a row to put the search input, the text input, and the icon for the user to search. So I'll click here, yeah. So in the column you have the properties where you can decide if the stuff will align to the center, to the left, or to the middle. Here in the container you can also click in this button to make it so this is not the one that should be infinite, but this one, so it can occupy the entire width of the screen. And here in the row I will put the text input, the text field, so I'll click here, and when we click on text we have the text that is just to render stuff in the screen, and the text field for the user to be able to search. So I'll click here. I can also put a text here just for you to see like how the stuff is configured. Like you can also give paddings to have spaces in the screen, so the stuff is not close to the edge. So here we can give like a margin. I'll give more, give 20 maybe, so you can see the stuff moving. You see the container is moving and giving margin to the side. More stuff that I can show you. I can show you here here we have the text field, and we also should have a button to perform the search. So I'll give like an icon button. Yes, it's this one, and this icon button should have like an icon inside. So I'll click, I will search here for the icon that I want. Is this one, the search, but you can search by anything you want really. Like you have a lot of icons. You want to do an action like, for example, the favorite. Yeah, if you want to favorite something. And for this example, I'll click on search. So the search icon is here. Here we have the text. And you might wonder if you are like locked in flutterflow, because yeah, you have this stuff here, but how do you pick the code of Flutter to really be able to continue to work in this stuff? And you have here this button, the developer menu, and here in the view code you can see the code that the flutterflow generated, and you can see that is like, it's a pretty good code. Like it's not the kind of code that you cannot reuse. Like this is really reusable code. And to prove that, I'll pick this and I'll put on the Dart path. There is another solution for Flutter where you can like perform any execution of an application that you want, and this way you can be sure that you are not locked to flutterflow. So here we are executing a very simple app that is just a container saying hello world, and now I will copy the code from flutterflow. So it's this widget, this homepage widget. I'll put down here instead of the my widget that came in the Dart path example. And here probably there are some imports that I need to put. I don't want to really use Google fonts. I also don't want to use the flutterflow specific stuff. I just want to use the material package. And okay, for this, the background color. So here they use like a theme that is very specific for flutterflow, but you don't really need to use. You can use like a theme of context, and instead of primary background you'll have like something like background color, and we'll do the same. Like you are not really locked, you just need to change one thing or another. So here you have a secondary background, maybe it's the canvas color, so you should come here to the color scheme, maybe. No, you have right here the canvas color. You also have the color scheme, but probably is the canvas color that is the second background. And yeah, you probably don't even need any style for the text. And yeah, here you can see that some stuff in the code is like with a lot of boilerplate. So we have this enable border and the error border and the focus border and a lot of stuff that you will need to learn by your own. But yeah, flutterflow gives that for free. So now instead of the flutterflow icon button, I want to use a simple icon button, and instead of here the primary text, I will put just a simple stuff with the icon button and without all this stuff. And yeah, I guess now we are ready to go. We can start to try to run this stuff and to see how it works in the dartpad. So here we have the dark blue error. Okay, so we need to reference the widget that we are using now. Here probably they were importing the colors in the static way. So we can put here blue, for example. And yeah, we have another flutterflow theme. Yeah, again. Yeah, this I can also show you how you can find the body text of the inside the theme. So it's the text theme, and here you can select the body text one, and you can have like different styles for each kind of text that you want to show. And yeah, as you can see, you have here the text input where you can put your stuff. Here you can perform the search. So here will be where you put the on press event that will put something to the screen, maybe will print something to the console, so you know that something was clicked. And yeah, you can validate that we are not locked to the flutterflow. Like it's quite easy to move stuff from oh, we already had the unpressed. I didn't see, it's right there. So we already have the event when we click. It came already from flutterflow. Success, click here just. Okay, so when I click here, yeah, it prints this text here. And yeah, and you can learn and see if you like how Flutter works. And when you are convinced, you can follow the normal steps to come here and to install in your machine the Flutter, run the Flutter Doctor, go to Android Studio. And yeah, hope you enjoy and have fun programming Flutter. See you next time.